You've been the game, let's take a ride. Features gaming, it's time to vibe. From London town to the Roblox scene, he's the master of the gaming dream. Roblox gameplay, F1 racing, with content so amazing. But he's got a game that's one of a kind. It's SCR, the train game. We rewind. All aboard, we're heading down the track. With features gaming, there's no looking back. Roblox adventures, he takes us far and wide. Join the fun, hop on for the ride.
Yo guys, Features Gaming here, welcome back to another stream here on the channel, and today we are going to be doing yet again another SCR stream. Obviously we literally did one yesterday that was in replacement of Dweller, and we are doing our own SCR stream tonight. So obviously we basically do the exact same things, you know, we basically do a couple of journeys, maybe doing a guarding journey as well, and maybe something else. It really depends on what we feel like doing. So yes, that is what we're going to be doing today. Obviously we start hours usually at 7:30, 8 PM yesterday was just a bit of a change because that's usually when Dweller obviously, you know, starts his SCR streams. Obviously XRS, that's when XRS obviously starts their races, so there are some occasions where I do stream a little bit later, or I do start the stream a little bit later, but usually if it's down to me, I usually start my streams at 7:30. But let's say a few hellos though before we get started though. Hello SWT, hello Jaco, hello Trainspotter, hello Heather, Dexter as well, Thomas, Kylan, Rafe as well, Jasper, Danny, Bennett, who else have we got? Transit as well, Susanna, Sly, I think if that's how you pronounce your name, Kai as well, Trainspotter, I think I've actually already said hello to you, Jirakora as well, Isaac as well, Archie, I love SCR, I love Trains, Trainspotter Mainline, and Timo as well. Also hello to Imotan and Interceptor as well on Twitch. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. Also hello to Sky and Kylan as well. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. So obviously we are actually already on the game. If I switch over to the gameplay scene, we are literally ready to go. And in order to join, I am sending out the link to the Google Forms or the Google Docs in the chat right now. So within that Google Documents, there is a list of the rules there. And what I will do is I will put the link in there to join the game once I have set my first route. So the link to join the game isn't in there yet, but make sure you get yourselves in the Google Docs. Make sure you have a quick read through the rules just to familiarize yourself with them. And yeah, I will be sending the link out in a few seconds. There is something I need to do as well, or something that I need to check, because some of you are talking about slow mode, and you're right. I should actually turn that off, because I think I had that on last week, and yeah, I don't actually need it on today. So slow mode now should be off, so you can chat away. This doesn't give you an excuse to spam, okay? If I see anyone spamming, you're just getting timed out, okay? So no one spam, okay? No one spam. But yes, with that being said, let's go ahead and obviously start, shall we? So let's go ahead and get the music on and everything, just like that. Obviously, if you are watching on YouTube, you will have the normal music. However, if you're watching on Twitch, you'll get that song. Obviously, I call it Twitch FM, so yeah, basically normal music. So yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and select our first journey, and then I can give you guys the link in order to join. So, what shall we do? I mean, we literally did a metro route the other day. Let's do, you know what, let's... Did I actually get to Esterfield the last time I did a route on Waterline? Because I have a feeling I got despawned. But I can't remember. it's been a while since I've done the Hampton Hargate shuttle, I think, so I might do that. And we will spawn at... I guess we'll spawn here, to be honest. And we'll do the full route. So we'll do that. Raise the pantograph once we fully loaded in. It's going to be a bit laggy to start off with while everything loads in, like the assets and everything. But it should get better in a few seconds. But anyway, now that I am in, let me go ahead and give you guys the link in order to join. So the link, if you scroll down in the Google Docs, you'll begin to see the link in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. That is the link. I mean, I'll also insert it as a hyperlink as well. So insert link and then also insert it here as well. Apply, and we can now get going. Awesome. That's all working as well. Perfect. Right, we are good to go. Are you going to be saying that same thing again, Rafe? It's getting a little bit annoying. You can't join. If you can't join, then it might be due to your privacy settings. So if that is the case, try doing the note that is at the bottom of the link in terms of changing your privacy settings. But obviously you can only do that if your account is over the age of 13. Oh yeah, I forgot BGT was on today. Well, I guess I'll be watching that after I finish then, and when I have some time. Completely forgot that was on now. Completely forgot about it. Right, let's get ready to stop at the buffer. Oh, yeah, we should probably slow down to 15 actually. Apparently all terminating platforms are now 15, which honestly still makes no sense. I can honestly still remember though when Lynn by the Sea, like all of those platforms used to be 15. Like it used to be 15, then it went to 30, and then it got reduced back to 15 when 2.0 came out. It was so weird. Obviously, I only accept guard requests once I have pulled into the station and opened my doors. So not yet. Once I've opened my doors. Right. I don't know what game to play. Should I play SCR, BR, or Race Car Pit Stop? It's honestly up to you. I mean, if you want to join us and have some fun, by all means, you can go ahead and do that. But if you want to play something completely different, that is up to you. After 22 minutes, you'll be on a DS training. Oh, well, I wish you the best of luck. Hello, Yuck Blocks as well. How are you doing? Your cheeseburger pizza was the lit. Why is there police outside my house? Because I called them on you for stealing my cheeseburger pizza. You're a thief, mate. If it doesn't work, like I said, try the note that it's underneath the link. It might be due to your privacy settings. Welcome to Stepford County Spad. Oh my god. Hello, I'm Plays as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And forever_20_DJ. You should be the DJ of our Twitch streams. Nothing beats a Spad Alert holidays. Oh my god. You know, I thought that meme died, to be honest, and then I guess someone's just like bought it back. Like, all of the Jet2 adverts that I get right now don't actually do that. It's literally just the song nowadays. Like, it's like they've stopped the ad. Like, I used to get the ad all the time. Back in, like, probably 2018, 2017 when I watched YouTube a lot. And then I never saw it until like 2024 when it then became popular again. And I was just like, oh my god. I remember seeing this ad in my childhood. Right, speeding up to 90. Oh my god, I'm getting a little bit of lag. You're getting your first sim rig on Thursday. Awesome. Airlink shuttle is so overrated. Well, we're actually doing the Hampton Hargate shuttle. I don't know if that means that it's going to be any better or any worse. I honestly do not know. Where can I apply for supervisor? When do the applications open on the Discord? In the applications form of the SCR Discord server, they will usually ping the role of where you can apply to be a supervisor if you so wish. Hello Danny Transport as well, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Do I like the bigger Hampton Hargate? I mean, yeah, it is pretty good. Hello Aspie as well, how are you doing? It's not working. So like I said, if it doesn't work for you, make sure you try the note that I have added underneath the link. Because it may be due to your privacy settings. Where's the record for the amount of people watching a stream at once? I think, if we're talking without a raid, I think about 160. If we are talking with a raid, I think it's around 250 to 300, I think. Because there was one SCR stream where we got raided by LCLC and we did get a lot of people watching that stream. And yeah, I think the peak was like 300 something. No SCR on March 14th. Yes, correct. So, well, it's not going to be on that day. The SCR stream will in fact be the day later on the Sunday. Because, yeah, I want to, it's my sister's birthday, and I don't think she'll want me streaming SCR on her birthday. Even though, you know, it's my channel, I decide what I want to do. I kind of, you know, I want to respect that, you know, and not really stream a game that, you know, she doesn't really want to, or, you know, I don't really want to stream a game that she isn't very fond on her birthday. Of course, there will be a Roblox stream on the Friday. Instead of us doing a Minecraft / Given My Choice stream that day, we'll be doing a Roblox stream on the 13th going until midnight. Okay, I thought I clicked T, but I guess I pressed every button around it except for T. But yes, tomorrow it is indeed Roblox, just like normal. There is somebody as a dispatcher. I assume there's quite a lot of people as a dispatcher, as you can probably see. Isn't your next birthday landing on an SCR Saturday? My birthday is landing on a Tuesday. So, yeah. I'm going to have to try and think on what to do on that day. Because although I like British Railway, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if I want to do a stream on British Railway on my birthday. I don't know. Where's the car markers here? Are they literally at the end of the platform? I think they are. Oh my days. Right, 3 to 8 car marker. That is where we need to stop. Well, I'm pretty sure that's where we need to stop, as I'm pretty sure this train has 7 cars as far as I'm aware. We let it coast in a bit more. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look. Oh, not bad. But yeah, that looks roughly like 7 cars to me. You overshot Ellesmere Junction. Oof. Hello, Transport for Roblox as well. How are you doing? Yes, it is trusted signalers only. Obviously, they are a supervisor, so they are trusted. Plus, I've seen them signal all the time on Dweller streams, because Dweller has the same rules as me, and I know that he can. I know that he can signal normally. Hello, Optimistic as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Also, hello to SWT as well. And wait, Isle of Trains, in fact. I was reading the wrong username. Can Optimistic signal normally? Yes, he can. Yes, Redstone is trusted. Obviously, trusted signalers are anyone who is a trusted signaler or above, or people who I know that can signal properly. As for Redstone, he's a supervisor, and yeah, I know that he can signal correctly. The list to change that is in the Google Docs. So if you follow those steps, then you should be able to change your privacy settings. Has anyone got more subscribers than me? Well, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of YouTubers that have more subscribers than me. If you mean within the SCR sort of community, Step for Zone has more than me. But in terms of like actual live streaming, oh, that's red. In terms of like actual live streaming SCR, I think I'm still probably the most popular. But I think in terms of actual viewership names, I think Dweller does take that spot. They can be trusted for signaling, but not for driving. Wow. That is at the end of the platform, so we are good to go. I don't know why I'm literally going 40 miles an hour when the speed limit's 90. I am approaching the station, so I wouldn't be going that fast anyway. By the way, I went to, I went to football. I left at half time. We don't stop there because we need to go to the next one, 5 to 8. Yeah, I literally left at half time. It was quite a boring match. It was cold as well. So yeah, I just left halfway, half time. I'll be honest. And we lost 4-0. We lost 5-0 anyway, so I mean. Yeah, wasn't really the most entertaining matches. I think literally as I was leaving, the other team scored a goal. It was, yeah, interesting. Thank you, Andy, by the way, for donating as well. I don't know why StreamLab's not giving you your lovely alert yet. Bear with. If it hasn't done it manually, I'll try and do it, or if it hasn't done it automatically, I'll try and force it to do it manually. Well, firstly, we need to see if Streamlabs has detected it. That's probably the first thing. It hasn't. Okay. That is an issue. Right. Okay. Let's just see if it does clock it at some point. But I really don't know. But thank you so much for the donation anyway. Obviously, it is much appreciated. By the way, why is Donald Duck here? Well, Donald Duck was here last time, so yeah. Just got home. Awesome, awesome. Right, let's try one of these semi-fast services, because I haven't really done a lot of them. Okay, well, we actually need to do a train that actually does have a lot of semi-fast services on. You know what, it's been a while since we've done this train, but we can't do wait, yeah, we can't do semi-fast services on that train. Oh my god. Wait, are we sure that we can't do any semi-fast? Yeah, I don't think so. Let's do, yeah, we'll do SC to Rayleigh Bay. Why not? And we will spawn at, yeah, we'll start mid-route. B, battery. Oh, it's E for engine, not battery. Lol. Right, off we go. I love this song. I never actually had it in my playlist, but I always meant to add it, and I just never got round to it. The thing is that in this episode, it's the same tune used for favourite foods. And then the whole concept of the episode is that Andre had been approached by a music artist or a record label, and then they saw this song and then didn't want him anymore. So he basically took the song because he just couldn't get the melody out of his head. And yeah, he basically formed it into a brand new song, which is this song. It's quite a cool episode. I can play Hang Up, to be fair. I do have it downloaded, but it's a bit too tricky to try and keep switching between songs. Obviously, the song that you're hearing on YouTube is completely different to what I'm actually listening to right now, because I'm listening to my Spotify playlist at the moment, obviously, that goes to Twitch. So everything that I'm saying about songs is mostly on Twitch, unless I specify otherwise. So yeah, I actually cannot hear what is being played on YouTube right now. I know what playlist is being played, I just don't know which actual song it is. That's an undershoot, lol. No, 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 no. I knew he was about to do that. I literally had 5 random guys on a tram ask me how tall I am. I play, if I play basketball or any type of sports, if I drink and why I was filming the tram, lol. I actually read a news article that apparently a tram and a bus collided in Nottingham. How did that happen? Like, the bus is, like, hitting a car is bad enough. How do you hit a bus? I mean, I guess if the bus driver was completely blind, then maybe, but how do you hit a bus? I didn't read fully more into the article, but I just remember seeing it, and I just hope that everyone involved is okay. Because obviously, you know, something like that, you know, it can be fatal. Even just like the littlest, you know, bit of impact, you know, that can change someone's life. Also had a homeless guy on a train asking if someone had a free online space that he could pay rent for. Oh, office space. I guess a few homeless people are like that, to be fair. I mean, I get it, you know, they're cold, they want somewhere to sleep. I do, you know, feel a bit of sympathy for them. You know, because, you know, I just think that people don't really take for granted, you know, that we actually have a roof under our head. You know, most of us do. And, you know, this is a luxury that, you know, some people can't afford. You know, some people are in really financial bad issues, and yeah, they are struggling to find somewhere to actually rest. And yeah, it does touch your heart sometimes. And, you know, I try and do my bit for, you know, charity when I can. You know, when we used to do like, you know, charities like Food Bank, you know, Children in Need. I know Children in Need isn't exactly the same as supporting the homeless, but it's, you know, it's still a charity that I am very passionate about. So yeah, I do try and do my bit for charity, you know, every now and then. How do we become a supervisor? So when applications open on the SCR Discord server, usually in the applications form channel, if you apply through that for the department that you want to, and you can obviously apply for as well. So obviously, you know, you need to have the role in order to actually apply for it. So for example, if you want to be a supervisor in the driving department, like there just has been, then you need to have been a qualified driver. Similarly with supervising the dispatching department, you need to be a dispatcher, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's what you do. You apply and then you wait, and then if you get accepted, well done. Congratulations. Why the late stream? Because I was at work this afternoon, simply. I was at a football match. Like I said, I did actually eventually leave at half-time because it was cold. But yeah, by the time that I actually got home and actually started doing everything... Wait, do we have 4 coaches or do we have 5? I'll have to look at that actually once I've stopped. But yeah, by the time that I got home and got sorted, it was like 4:30, so it wouldn't have been enough time for me to start a stream and do like a lengthy thing. You know, a lengthy journey, a lengthy stream, sorry, with the time that I had. We do have... Yeah, we do have 5 coaches. Actually, did I pick the double? Wait, 1, 2, 3... Each coach is 3... Okay, so I have 6. Okay. Guess I know for next time then. You have 2 jobs, Fetch. Well, it's work experience that I do, not an actual work environment. Or, you know, like an actual paid job. Just did a clean stop at Leighton Thetford Road. Awesome. Right, off to Waternewton now. And then Leighton Thetford Road, Leighton City, Edgemead, Aslockby, and then Rayleigh Bay. So we completely skip... Don't know where that voice break came in from. We completely skip Carnley Bridge, I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I mean, we can literally, you know, click on M as well and have a proper look. Like I've said, the list of instructions on how to change your settings are literally in the Google Docs underneath the link. Hello, Sri. I'm just going to call you by that if that's alright, but how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing fine, thank you, and I hope you're doing well yourself. You know, they should rewrite this to being Let's Go Lewis, because honestly, I think Lewis does actually have a decent chance of getting the, well, I mean, if we're only considering testing, I think the Ferraris and Hamilton does have a good opportunity to probably get it this year, but we can only go off what, you know, of what we see in testing, but who knows. The song name shows on YouTube. I know, because there's no way that I can separate that, unfortunately. But hey, I mean, at least, you know, if I start humming along, you guys can just, you know, rewind a little bit and just see what song I'm actually listening to and vibing along to. Because, you know, if that didn't happen and I just started going, you literally would be thinking, what the hell is Fetch doing? That's not the song playing on YouTube. That's why. Did my wrist recover from the F1 race? Oh yeah, they're fine now. I mean, there's still a slight little ache in them, but it's like, oh wait, am I not? Oh yeah. Yeah, they're all right now. Oh my god. I actually can't see where the car marker is. Do you think it's a good idea for Airlink to stop serving Water Newton and start serving Hampton Highgate for all routes to Leyton Stepford Road? For Airlink to stop serving Water Newton and start serving Hampton Highgate. I don't know. What route are we doing? We are doing Stepford Central to Rayleigh Bay, the semi-fast service. I thought I nearly dropped my drink. Benton or Morganstown? Honestly, before it probably would have been Morganstown, but with the new update, Benton. That's what I'd say. Do I get an itchy ear after wearing headphones for too long? Yes. That has happened quite a few times. The thing is that I'm always working. That's the problem. And I hate in-ear headphones. I just can't, I can't stand them. And I think overhead headphones are a very good way to sort of like immerse myself into my work, if that makes sense. I do have some over-ear headphones, which are like in-ear ones, but they don't actually go in your ear. They just like sit on top of your ear. But it's basically overhead headphones, but they're not cupped, if that makes sense. So yeah, they are a nice alternative. The thing is that they're not really the best for editing because they connect via Bluetooth and there is a little bit of latency with Bluetooth, and when you're editing you kind of want everything to be, you know, in sync, so you know when to actually, you know, do your cuts properly. I mean, if you go off the waveforms, then you can probably try and, you know, you probably can get away with overhead headphones. I mean, I have desk speakers as well. Like, that's the thing, but I don't use them. Because for me, I just like, you know, just sticking on some headphones and just getting fully immersed in it. I actually now listen to music while I edit. It was something that I didn't really do until I started editing XRS highlights. It was just like one time I just yeah, it was just like one race I decided to listen to some music while doing the highlights, and I now do the same thing with anything I edit now. I don't have, obviously, you know, super loud. It's just something in the background, just, you know, while I work. Like everything that I edit is still like, that's the most powerful sound. You know, the background, you know, I just have the music there just as a bit of a background, you know. I know it doesn't make sense if you're not even listening to half of it, but I don't know. It's just that nice bit of melody to just fill the silence a little bit. If like there's something else that you're doing, you know, it's not necessarily, you know, the cutting, it's the sort of like, say for example, if there's like a silent bit in, you know, in the video and you're trying to cut it out, you know, just having that melody there whilst you're, you know, going through the timeline and figuring out when you start talking again. Just something like that, you know, is a lot more, is pretty, you know, is good. Got 5 seconds from, wait, got 5 seconds from, wait, hold on a second. Got 5 seconds, get from Millcastle to West Wyvern. Oh, to get from Millcastle, right, I got it now. I was literally about to say. That made no sense. You listen to music when I do homework for college. I think that's what a lot of people did when I was at college as well. Like, I literally remember someone who signed into Spotify every single day and they listened to music as they were working. You listen to music basically all day. Yeah, me too, to be honest. I mean, the only exception is like if I'm like eating or you know, watching a video or something. The thing is that I always forget to pause it when I literally have a pausing feature on my mouse. Like, I pause the music, I can play it again. Yeah, I can pause it, I can play it again. For some reason, I just never register to just click that button before I go and have some food. So my Spotify is basically just playing even though I'm not actually listening to it. Hello, Leo Strains, by the way. But yeah, I think it's very... It's very relaxing just listening to some music, I think. It's not always about, you know, just sticking on some music and vibing to it. I think just having something there, you know, just in the background, even if you're not really paying attention to it, it's just a very nice thing there to just, you know, keep you relaxed. Whoever just entered the SG role, the TD, please leave. You are not supposed to be there. Thank you. What kind of headphones have I got? You have the Beats 4 headphones. These are the SteelSeries Arctis 7X, I do believe. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. I got them Honestly, probably about 3 years-ish ago. I think. And to be fair, they've worked fine. The only issue sometimes I have had with them is sometimes I have to reinsert the USB receiver, because sometimes it can disconnect sometimes, or it just needs like a simple refresh. But yeah, other than that, it works fine. Obviously, you know, it's got a mic as well. I don't use it because I have a proper mic, but you know, that is a good option if you so wish. And the mic quality is actually pretty good as well. 0 latency as well. It, you know, I noticed no delay at all. And on the software as well, you know, you can, you know, change the EQ. So, you know, you can have some more bass, you can have more treble. I think you can probably try and do both as well. You can have a bit of vocal clarity if you want to boost the mids. There's actually quite a lot that you can do with the software to actually get the sound to suit you. Honestly, I think I leave it pretty standard. I think I have a little bit of bass added, but that's about it. I kind of like listening to songs a bit stock, to be honest, because, you know, the thing is that they... music goes through, like, these things anyway. So, like, why do you then need to add even more onto that? You know, music, or, you know, musicians and sound technicians, you know, they always add bass and treble a little bit to the instruments anyway. Yes, they go off what their vibe for instruments is, and you know, if you want more bass or you want more treble, that is fine. But the thing is, with equalizers especially, it's getting the sound to suit you. You know, there's not really a cheat as to, you know, what the best EQ settings are. You know, that's the thing with, you know, equalizers. There's never really a right or wrong. It's just getting the sound that works for you. And that's why there's many songs that sound different, because everyone has a different ear for EQs. And getting the frequencies just right. Do I have a favourite artist? At the moment, don't judge me, but I will be honest in saying I am listening to a lot of Ariana Grande right now. I don't know why. That's ironic. Honestly, I swear Spotify is listening to me. I don't know. I think it's just, you know, I listened to her a lot as a kid, and, you know, listening to her, you know, earlier music, it just takes me back, you know. How have they done that then? I mean, at least I got to see the semaphore signals. You'd never listen to her. Hey, they respawn. You're seeing her live this year? Awesome. I wish I could, but I didn't get tickets, and B, I don't really think going to a crowded place is necessarily my version of fun. Don't get me wrong, you know, like I said, I would love to, but yeah, I just can't stand crowded places, to be honest. And yeah, I think just going to a crowded place, it's not really my cup of tea. Like, if I had a box or something, then absolutely, you know, I might try and, you know, go there, but I don't know. The thing about concerts is that sometimes you can barely even hear the artist. All you hear is just screaming, you know, obsessive fans. And not really the actual artist that you literally paid to see. And you can hear them singing louder than the actual artist itself. And honestly, I kind of make a makeshift concert at home, you know? I'll play some Spotify, you know, of the songs that I want to listen to. Add a bit of reverb. Add like a, you know, a certain, like, I don't stop here. Add an EQ for like vocals or bass, you know, whatever one sounds better. And you basically have your own concert, essentially. And mainly, you get it for free as well. I mean, you know. Well, I mean, you do have to pay for Spotify Premium, but, you know, I guess if you want to deal with ads, you can. He was singing out loud in public earlier because no one was around. But yeah. I think that's just the thing, you know, with me is that I kind of just like listening to music that I used to listen to in my childhood because it just makes me think back to better times, you know. To when, you know, there was no such thing as, you know, like... I mean, you know, there were still diseases, but the thing is with COVID is that, like, everyone got, like, so scared of it, and it kind of, like, changed everyone's sort of perception on illnesses and germs and things like that. Me included, you know, and there wasn't really that fear, you know, before COVID, and yeah, like, I would happily just go out and just like do stuff, but now it's kind of a bit different, and I guess just listening to the music just thinks me, you know, just takes me back to, you know, like better times. And with, you know, Ariana, you know, it's just, she was an artist that I listened to a lot, and, you know, just playing some of her songs, I naturally find, you know, newer songs that, you know, I do enjoy of hers as well. And it's got to the point where I will be honest, about 5 of my playlists on Spotify are literally just you know, Ariana Grande songs, you know. Well, I say that, it's about 3 actually. Well, I mean 4. There's okay, so there's songs that I like from her. And then there's another one that I have that are literally just like, basically, I try to like come up with like my own sort of concert-ish. I don't know how to say it. I basically, you know, went to see if I could like make like a makeshift concert of hers. It was just like my favorite music, basically. Another one is instrumentals that she's done as well, because I'm weird. I sometimes do enjoy just listening to instrumental tracks. And another one is, it's just all of her music in one play. I don't know why I even made that playlist. Where I can literally just go to a profile and click play. I don't know why I made that playlist, but I did. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some guarding, I think. And then, yeah, depending on time. I mean, we could probably do another turn. I don't know. We'll probably just do some guarding. Let's start at... You know what? We'll spawn at Morganstown. I think Morganstown does have a good connection of trains. I'm not in a VC today, no. Anyway, I think we'll go onto the platform. I actually do have an interesting fact about Spotify. I will admit it's a bit concerning, but I'll tell you. If you don't know, on Spotify you can actually look at your listening stats, and there was one that I got. Where is it? I don't think I saved it. Firstly, as well, when you go to your PC phone screen and you're listening to Spotify, it comes up with like a pop-up at like the bottom of your screen. You know, that's my monitor, and it came up with, you know, the song that I was listening to at that time. It was so strange. Like, I just saw it and I was just like, I didn't realize you could do that. Anyway, let me see if I can get the screenshot. There is actually a train here, so I'll try and do this quick. Oi, don't jump me. Yeah, it's a little bit concerning, but yeah. I listened to a playlist for 117 hours solid. That's basically listening to a playlist every day. Oh, where are they going? Nuri Harbor. You know what? Why not? Why not? Yeah, 117 hours. That's like... That's like 12 days for... Wait. What's 12 times 7? I can't do maths. 84. Oh, so... Okay, it's longer than that. It's around 4.5 days, yeah. 4.5 days solid of just listening to... of just listening to Ariana Grande. Yeah, I think I'm a bit upset. I think I'm a bit obsessed at the moment. Yeah, that's in a week as well. That is quite mad if you ask me. But like I say, you know, it's just listening to her music, you know, it just... I don't know. It just takes me back to, you know, to when I was young, and... I don't know. Obviously, you know, you can tell, you know, right now, you know, like I listen to other, you know, artists, you know, Ed Sheeran, Kesha sometimes as well, Walk the Moon as well, you know, there are other artists that I do sometimes listen to, you know, Lady Gaga as well, Beyonce, other pop stars, you know, it's just Ariana Grande that I mostly listen to. I mean, technically this isn't, I mean, is it a real song? I mean, it's Kingdom by Downstraight. Or Downstate, sorry. But the thing is that I don't know it because of the song. I know it because it's the American Nightmares WWE intro song that's good. But I don't know if the song was made just as a normal song that Cody Rhodes then took on as his intro music, or if this was made specifically for Cody Rhodes. I always love the signature whoa thing though. You know, bum home, whoa, and like the crowd just go mental when it, you know, when it gets to that stage of the of his intro, and the pyros go off. Oh, Rory and Bradley. Oh gosh, that's an old one, isn't it? Believe it or not, I even actually have a Spotify page. That's not on there. But there is actually a I don't know if it's Haven or if it's Seaside Squad. I think it might be Seaside Squad. It's Fun Stars and the Seaside Squad. They both have Spotify things. I don't know if they're official, like, made by Haven, but... yeah. Another interesting fact as well, actually. On the Spotify Rewind from 2025, I was the third most listener, or the third person who, I don't know how to explain it. Basically, I was number 3 in the world listener for Joachim Karud on Spotify. Third in the world. I know it. I know that I did listen to his songs a lot for streaming, but surely I thought that, you know, I don't know. I just thought surely that, you know, he has a lot more listening hours than I did. But I guess I was wrong. Yeah, I did used to have a lot of Haven stuff on my channel, didn't I? Honestly, Haven really teased us. Like, they literally gave us a hint that they were bringing back the Tiger Club. They aren't. They're bringing back the songs and changing them, according to what my sister said. Because they literally had the Tiger Club vibe as a teaser, but they changed it. So they're not actually bringing back the characters or anything, I don't think. They're literally just bringing back... well, I mean, I don't know. Because what we found on the Haven website is that there's a segment that they're doing where Rory goes on holiday with the Seaside Squad, or sorry, with the Tiger Club, that George tags along for. Or Greedy. And yeah, it just... I don't know. But in the teaser, it was the song, and they had changed it. Hello, Lil Bros, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And hello, Joe Stevenson, as well. But yeah, honestly, I think I like how I have how I stream now. You know, have non-copyright music going to YouTube, and yeah, on Twitch, just listening to my Spotify playlist as I stream. I think I'm old if remember you having cyan hair. Well, it actually wasn't cyan. It was like a very green. It was a green color. Yes, this was once green. This is my natural hair color because I haven't had it dyed since like 2020. I got it dyed green in 2018, had green hair until like 2020, then I dyed it blonde, and then I just haven't then re-dyed it. The thing is now is that I don't think my hair can now ever go blonde, because in order to have dyed hair, or the way I had my hair dyed, it needed to be long. This is not really long anymore, and ideally I'd want it shorter than this. It was just back then I had a specific style that worked. But yeah. I don't have the same hair that I did back then that I have now. Why was that door closing sound so rapid? Do I like train? Of course I like the train. Why wouldn't I? How was the Big Bang? Must have been quite the experience all them years ago. I don't know. Next SR, it is Las Vegas. Do I like plane? I like the red arrows and typhoons. And I guess some planes as well, but yeah. I guess so. You know, seeing the BBMF as well. Other planes that fly around here. But yeah, there's only limited memories that I have from my childhood. Like, my stepdad was literally telling me one of them today. Like, apparently, first of all, Cars, the movie Cars, Lightning McQueen, that thing. Oh, you actually can't see it. That thing up there with my Lightning McQueen TV. Apparently, Cars turned 20 literally yesterday, and no one told me. No one told me. Anyway. Besides, that's besides the point. The point is apparently when I was young, I went to a garden party. But the thing is that because I was so young, I had no interest in the garden party. And I think me and the other children that were there, we went in and we watched movies. I bought a few, and then I think the other children bought a few themselves. Apparently, I took in a movie. I don't know what the movie was, but in the movie intros, there was they did adverts for the movies, and one of the adverts that was in the movie was for Cars. It wasn't the Cars that we know it, because apparently Cars, the advert, is actually very different to actually what was eventually then made. But the thing is that Cars was out at this point. It was just the advert that was in this movie was made years before Cars actually did then eventually come out. And yeah, apparently I saw it and realised that it was a trailer for Cars. But the thing is that I look back on that now and think I have no recollection of that memory at all. So yeah, it's just like I do not remember that at all. Do I like the Class 68 or the Oreo train? So, I mean, it's a bit loud, but I guess it's a decent train, isn't it? Hello, Matt Gaming as well, by the way. But yeah, the Cars, it did come out in 2006. I think Larry the Cable Guy, the person who portrayed or voiced Mater, went on Good Morning America for it. I cannot imitate him for my life. But the fact that he still has the same voice is incredible. I don't know. I just don't know how he does that. You remember all the times you went to A&E? Oh, God. I mean, something like that, I guess you can kind of understand, you know, because it's not really a nice experience going to A&E, is it? It was actually kind of weird because I think it was I can't remember if it was last year or the year before that. I don't know if it was 2024 or 2025. I actually... Basically, we had to take some tests to the hospital. And it just so turned out that the hospital that we had to go to was the hospital that I was born in. I didn't go in, but I went along for the car ride. It was quite the journey, but like I said, I just went for the car ride, and yeah, I didn't go in, but I just sat in the car park of the hospital that I was born in. Like I said, I can't remember if it was last year or the year before that, but... Burner climbing next? I do not know. I love this song as well. It's got a vibe to it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Don't slow down, you're gonna crash. Yeah, that's a very ironic song that you really don't want to be listening to when you're driving a car. Or anything that you can crash, really. It's actually the credits song for the Mr. Bean holiday movie. But he goes to France. Yeah, it is. It's the credits song. And speaking of, honestly, Spotify is listening to me. This is scary. This is so cursed. I was literally talking about cars and it's playing a Cars song. Do you know what's weird? I actually never realized this was an actual song. Like, I actually thought this was just plainly used, you know, made for the movie. And I think it was, but I never actually realized that they made like a proper actual like an actual song because of it. And I swear to God, if the next song is Life is a Highway, I'm gonna lose it. Don't you dare, Spotify. If it has, then honestly, it's confirmed that Spotify listens to you. If it just extend the stream. For the sake of it then, Spotify, don't you dare. Right, there we go. What's this train actually over here doing? I'm interested. Lynn by the Sea, you know what? That sounds like a good way to end out the stream. We'll guard them, go to Lynn, and then I think we'll end it off there if we get there in time. This would be the local door. Hey, I guess we're right in first class. Let's go. I'm sorry, but Tom something's version of Life's a Highway is better. I kind of like the original, to be honest. By Rascal Flatts. Guess who you are guarding? I'm guessing I'm guarding you. Hey. It's like the seat that I would actually sit in, well, ish. I'd sit on that seat, but yeah. Okay, unfortunately it's not Life is a Highway. Okay, so Spotify doesn't listen to you. Still another great song. Oh yeah, it is full, jeez. Seems like Optimistic is having a talk with himself. It's a duck talking to a duck. SER needs to add we should be able to sit in single seaters. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't added that as a feature, to be honest. What is the... I'm trying to think where that penguin's from. Because part of me is saying Club Penguin, but I really don't think it is Club Penguin. I can't put my finger on which movie that's from. Why didn't you go on? Well, bye then. Why on earth does Express stop at Eden Key? Wait, it doesn't stop at Eden Key. It's because if you could sit in single seaters, your avatar would stick out the train. That also the reason why seat prompt is also on the aisle seat and not the window. Mate, your arms stick out in British Railway. Oh, it's from Sue. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense now. Good evening to you too, Cam. Yeah, but that's British Railway. No, in general, sometimes Express stops at Eden Key. I don't ever recall Express stopping at Eden Key. That doesn't sound right. Surely not. Ah, there's a, or there was a disruption event there, but they decided to ignore it. I would have done the same. Just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. I will not kid to you. This song literally used to be my ringtone. What time do I normally get on F1 Las Vegas? I don't know. I just know that Actually, what was my time last season? I think it was a 41.3. Or was it a 31 or 21? I will actually check for you in a minute, because now I'm actually curious. All I know is that one, I snatched it off me by 2/10. And I qualified P2. And now me and one, I literally work in the same team because he works for Haas. He does engineering. I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back. Just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Right, let me have a look. He wants to do not that type of engineering. The time I did was a 31.4. 1 minute 31.4. I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, stop jumping me! Because I said so. Predictions for SCR 2.4? I have no idea. My answer, give the devs a break. Look at the game map if you see expressed sometimes stopping. Okay, why? Why? I can get Nuri, but why Ethan Key? I don't know why. Oh, this song is just hilarious. Childhood favourite song. Party dance, and now it's engraved in my brain. I think it's mainly the instrumental more than anything. The thing is that I actually had no idea that it... Well, I mean, I knew it was a proper song, but, like, I completely forgot what the actual name of the... what the actual name was. And then it just came to me, you know, one day, and then I just thought, wait, okay, I know the song. Is this actually a song? And it was. So, I added it to my playlist. I'm curious what Optimistic's saying because he's facing the squirrel. I wouldn't know. You think they just made up a song? Well, no, but I don't know. It's just that the last time I listened to this song was like 2003, like properly as well. Okay, why is my iPad on low battery? It's literally on charge. I don't know. That's going to be annoying because that's not going to be fully charged now for the night. Which isn't an issue, but for my iPad it is. Like, honestly, I kid you not, I literally left my iPad charged at 90% going into the night time. By the next morning it was on 50. It wasn't, my iPad wasn't even on. Honestly, the battery in my iPad is just non-existent anymore. It was on, honestly, it was on 3% for like 20 minutes. Like, it went from 16 down to 10 in like 20 minutes, and then it went from 10 to 3 in like 3 minutes. Was at 3% for like 20 minutes, and then went down to 1 in 10 minutes, and that's when I stuck it on charge. There's like no consistency. You know, I never expected myself to listen to 5 Seconds of Summer, but for some reason I just love this song. I find it hilarious how when I went to see One Direction live, I think it was 5 Seconds of Summer was like the introductory act, and I had no idea who they were. Yes, I saw One Direction live. I don't remember it, but I remember going to see them live. You're listening on Twitch but commenting on YouTube just for better music. Yeah, I mean that's kind of why I do it, to be honest. You know, people have an option. They want to listen to actual like proper music. What I have in my playlist, then yeah, go on over. Anyway, when are we going to be finishing this journey as well, by the way, just out of interest? It's not that tab. 4 minutes past 9. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. What time is stream? My son asking what time streaming ending he's watching. If you're meaning my stream when I finish this route, pretty much. Which at the moment is currently estimated to be roughly 4 minutes past 9. What the hell is that? It looks like that meme from that dancing meme from like 2017, but it's not green. It's like a much creepier version of the Cheshire Cat. And it's not, but it's not even a cat though. Honestly, I need to watch Alice in Wonderland again. It's been a while since I've watched it. Ah! The song that I thought was going to define how my league race went on Thursday, but surprisingly went the complete other way. Mind How You Crush Me on Japan. I actually cannot remember that, mate. The hi-hats must be so tricky to do on this song. Because it feels like they're doing quicker than like 16th notes on the hi-hats. Like, you almost need to do like paradiddles that you do on a snare, but on the hi-hat. And always keep in time. Honestly, the drummer must have a very tricky time to drum to this song. If she ever does this in the concert. This is just a pre-loop. Do I like the ETS2 update? Honestly, I haven't even tried it yet. I find it so strange how in 2018 I met who is now the community director or the community manager of SCS Software, but back then he was like, well, he basically had his own talk show on Truckers FM. Like he basically represented Truckers FM there. But yeah, I find it weird now how he's like the community manager at SCS Software. Honestly, Truckfest was fun. I met Squirrel, I met Pavel Sabor, literally the CEO of SCS Software. Like I said, you know, DJ London, or Alex. A lot of other people that I met as well, but I can't remember who they were. Stephen Gaberton, he was there. A Twitch streamer at the time. Who else was there? I think that was all of them that I remember. I remember getting a ETS2 cap, which both Pavel Sabor and Squirrel signed, and I also got a Squirrel cap as well at the same time. I don't know how. I basically just asked him if he was selling them. I asked Will if he was like selling any Squirrel caps, and he just gave me one. Like, that was incredibly kind of him. Anyway, here we are at West Wyvern. Oh god, this song. Again, I haven't watched Big Hero 6 for a long time either. What we are, but we don't have to be. I'm bad behavior, but I do it in the best way. I'll be the watcher of the eternal flame. I'll be the god of all your fever dreams. Lock the, or close the passenger doors to start off with, not lock them. Well, you do lock them at the same time. Picture me without you, but I can't, 'cause we could be immortals. Just not for long, and live with me forever. Now we turn the blackout curtains down. Just not for long. Do you like the train guarding me, Class 800? Well, yeah, it's quite a nice train. It does remind me of the Izuma trains that literally operate, you know, on the East Coast Main Line. And goes through, you know, stations like, well, you know, Newark, Northgate, Edgemead, West Wyvern being Grantham. I don't know what I don't think there's a station in SCR that resembles like Peterborough, Stevenage, Doncaster, York, and obviously, you know, the other stations as well. To my memory, I don't think there is as well. But yeah, obviously, Avanti West Coast, they operate ATX services as well. You know, I'm not just saying that it is primarily, you know, LNER that operate them. Well, actually, LNER operate 801s, actually, in fact. But yeah. It just reminds me of, you know, like, LNER. WWE had no cool idea. I do know WWE. Oh, saddest moment in my life. That's a good question. This is going to sound very controversial, okay? Probably when things with me and my girlfriend at the time, when things started to deteriorate, which obviously then eventually ended to things ending. The thing is that obviously, you know, with, you know, with a relationship, you obviously, you know, love the other person, and I did. But the thing is that I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to bring back the memories, and that's not good. But yeah. Probably something like that. The thing is with me, though, is that I don't see them as sad moments. I see them as a way to better myself. I guess some of the ones are when I maybe got, like, injured, so then I couldn't, like, play football for, like, you know, a few weeks or something like that. Or, you know, I couldn't do certain things, you know, because of an injury or something. I don't know. This is, you know, this is another song that I never really listened to, but I listen to a lot now. Bar song, yes. A bar song in brackets tipsy. At this point, football is just my life. I don't know what I would do without it. Fair enough. We lost 5-0 today. I'm glad I left at half time because, yeah, that I did not want to stand out any more longer in the cold watching us get absolutely demolished. My favourite game. Honestly, at the moment, I'm playing a lot of that streamer game. I don't know why. I don't know. Ouch, that's pain. You know, we're actually bottom of the table, so we're actually risk of being relegated. When it's kind of ironic, when 2 years ago yesterday, they literally won the playoffs to go into this new division, and now they're literally at threat of going back into that division. It's kind of ironic. That was actually a prime position there. Just wait where you are. No! Oh, I literally jumped all the way down. You know what? It's probably actually easier if I do it that way. Right, come on. The thing is that it's just so, like... It's so narrow. I just keep falling off. Oh, that was literally what I was trying to do. That is literally what I was trying to do. Come on. Just give me someone else. Oh my god. Hey, there we go. I'm finally up. Anyway, that is going to be it for this stream, because we've been streaming for some time, and yeah. What are your rules in your server? Well, one of them trespassing. You know, we don't mind about trespassing. So yeah, that is going to be the end of the stream because it is past 9 PM. So yeah, if you did enjoy the stream and you obviously want to see more, then obviously make sure you do leave a like. Make sure to subscribe as well. Obviously tomorrow will be a Roblox stream that will be at 2:30. No changes there, and then obviously the things will switch back round. The stream will return back to normal next week. ECS2 on Monday, British Railway on Tuesday, and then obviously Wednesday will be another Roblox stream. Thursday will be again my choice, and Friday will be a Minecraft stream, and then Saturday will be SCR, Sunday will be Roblox. Hopefully all the times should remain the same, because I really don't think I want to be going to football on Tuesday because it's a night game. And I don't really want to be going to night games when it is freezing cold outside. But apart from that, I hope you guys did enjoy it. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out. And as always, stay fetchy. We'll fall off, why don't we?